Welcome to Total News Move. I'm your anchor, Justin Mann. Today we'll be talking about a topic that affects people all over the world every day. This topic is racism. Mainly we'll be talking about racism in Canada. African Americans in Canada have an 11% unemployment rate compared to a 6% unemployment rate with white people. Hate crimes can be seen all over the world. They can even happen as close as right here in Dundas. African Americans in Canada were the most racially targeted group in 2010 with 217 reported incidents and more that went unreported or unnoticed. African Americans also account for 4 in 10 racially motivated incidents. Only 55% of Canadians believe that racism is no longer an issue in Canada, meaning almost half of Canadians believe that racism is still a huge problem and needs to be solved. I'm here today to propose my solution to racism. Thank you for watching Total News Move. I'm Justin Mann. How can we solve racism in Canada? I have our solution. It is that we separate African Americans from white people. Because our biggest problem is that they're constantly seeing each other in public, mingling, doing racist things, and causing hate crimes. My solution is that we separate the country. Provinces west of Manitoba and the Northwest Territories will be strictly for African Americans. Provinces east of this will be only for white people. This will solve the problem by showing segregation, which over the course of history has always been proven to work. Because there will be more jobs in the east, African Americans living in the west can come and work for the whites living in the east as employees making up to $5,000 a year. This will solve our problem of the unemployment rate. However, it is very crucial that the African Americans stay in the workplace and don't go out in public, where they can be seen and racist acts can occur. If they are seen out in public, fines of up to $5,000 will be charged. Schools are teaching about racism and how to stop it. Students are learning from this, but not fast enough because racism is still a huge problem. I have a solution for this. We take a small amount of African Americans from the West, bring them into the East, give them luxurious housing complexes with viewing points where the white people can stand and watch how the African Americans are living and how they are the same as the white people. And everyone should be treated equally. We have been trying to stop racism for hundreds of years, and it has not worked yet. This is the only solution, and it will work. We've gone onto the streets to talk to some people and interview them on how they feel about the topic. Let's speak to this local golfer regarding the topic. Excuse me, sir.
Let me finish the putt.
Of course. An excellent shot, sir.
Thank you.
I'm Justin Mann, Total News Move.
Mikey Wolfs, I'm a big fan of you.
Of course. I actually have some questions for you if you have any time.
That would be lovely.
Okay. Do you believe racism is a big problem in Canada?
Yes, I honestly do. I see it throughout the media, throughout Canada, throughout this little town. I see people being racist, and it breaks my heart.
That was very interesting. We actually have a very educated man who's come up with an idea on how to stop racism. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, I would.
His idea is that African Americans and white people are always together and confronting each other, and that's where the problem comes in. So his idea is to separate the country and the provinces so that African Americans are on one side and white folk are on the other side. What is your thoughts on that topic?
That sounds like a pretty bad idea, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay. Do you have any ideas on racism and how to stop it?
Well, I'm not probably as educated as the person who said that, but in my opinion, I just think maybe if we just educate our kids early and we just teach them how to respect and how to realize that everyone's equal. Because it's the first thing we got to do is realize that racism is real. You can look in the media, you can see on Oscars there's no African American nominees after all their great performances. That's an outrage. So we got to realize that racism is still real and prevalent in Canada and everywhere, and we got to realize that this has to be solved, and everyone has to take little steps in their daily life to just treat African Americans with respect and stop racism.
That was amazing, sir. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks to Mikey Wolfson. That was a treat. I guess other people think they have better solutions to racism than me. Think they're better than me or something. They think that we should get into schools while children are younger and teach them earlier on. Like we haven't been doing that for 100 years. I guess we should also go and talk to adults, shove it down their throats too, because that'll help, I guess. And fine people for being racist. Yeah. Racism is a huge problem in Canada, and with my solution, we can end it. Please help me, Canada. Let's stop racism. I'm Justin Mann. This is Total News Move. Thank you.